Hey everyone, I'm Jen. Thought I'd give an update on some things I've been experiencing. Um, let's see, earlier, maybe a week ago, I've been experiencing the colorful geometric rainbow designs that are constantly moving. I've experienced that and shared that here before. That's not a constant thing, so that came back. And for those of you who are new, it's not something that I can photograph, it's just something that I see, and no matter where I look, and it is different geometric shapes. And this past time I had the triangles looked like a crown, which is funny to me, given that corona means crown. And then normally they're always on the right side, but there is one specifically, a design on the left side that reminded me of a singular DNA strand. Usually they're depicted as two of them together, and it was singular. But each portion of each design is an individual rainbow stripes with the darker muted colors of red, green, blue, black, and white are the main colors that I can capture. It's very busy, and moving, and every angle, every line of every design has the stripes. That's why I call it rainbow, and then it's also multi-layered. So, I've likened it to a popsicle frame made out of popsicle sticks, or a star that we used to make as children. And so each mini popsicle stick has its own design and moving. I'm also seeing it's almost like hairs that are wiggling around as if they're electricity, not bolts, because those are straight lines, but just wiggly lines moving on their own. And then at times with the rainbow wave energies, I previously had seen people, and this time I had seen how do I say this? Other times, one of the people I had seen was myself, which was kind of weird because she was moving. It was almost like she's separate from me, but she was moving separately from what I was doing. So that was strange. But this time it was another version of me. I've talked about how in the past I was aware that I was also a Native American young man who was being chased. I was on foot, and I was being chased by another Native American on a horse. And this was when I was in elementary school. And I believe time is not linear, and it's all happening at the same time. So when I was shot by the arrow, it went through my foot as the Native American, and then he and I, as the elementary school Jenny, in this life stream, we both realized we could not pull it out. We had to push it through, the arrow, that is. And my current person that I'm aware of as another version of me, also living simultaneously, I've talked about this before, is, I don't know my era, so I don't know if it's 17, 1800s, long black dress, high collar, cinched waist, below ankles. And but the dress was always black when I'd see her. And my biggest awareness with her was that any decision I made in this lifetime would help the 1800s version of me. So if I spoke up against boundaries being crossed, I was actually improving my life as that old-fashioned era me. And so back to the rainbow wave. This time I also saw two beings separate times, and one was the 1800s me, but this time I was wearing a white dress, still high collared and similar, to the black dress, but definitely from that era. So I saw her, which was me, and then I've also been seeing a dog, and seems like a proportionately a way bigger dog than what humans are. So it's almost like you take cutouts of magazines and then you make a collage of them, and so things are proportionally not necessarily in relation to the size of the things next to it. So I feel like there's this huge dog that's appearing. Anyhow, I've been achy too. My limbs have been extra jolty, and I don't know if anyone else has been feeling all that, but and the intuition is kind of really turning into knowings and telepathy, which my best friend in the 3D life is she's taking it very well, because I'm basically knowing things about her. So I am not around a lot of people, but somehow I know things. So anyhow, that's what's up with me. It's strange and wonderful at the same time. And while I'm experiencing a lot of woo-woo stuff, I'm also experiencing more triggers, personal triggers. It's been challenging. Also been, I don't know, I don't want to, well, I don't have to say names, but a person was sharing how people should not be stuck on their childhood traumas. Wah, wah, wah. Well, having experienced childhood trauma, that is not an easy thing to get over or to get through. I've spent decades on this, and I think I've only been able to come as far as I have because I had a witness. There were several bumps in the road of me just not being able to continue with it, because it's too hard. It's easier to duck, your head back in the turtle shell, especially if your family members who allowed it are saying stuff never happened and blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying is anyone working through their childhood issues or adult issues, whether you're on the whichever side of the coin of the abuse you're on, if you're still stuck with it, it's okay. I just, for myself, I looked at me and forgave others, never forgetting, because it's always going to be part of the experience for myself and for the collective. It's just the healing is to be done on both sides. And I do have to say this publicly because I feel like we are in the process of doing a lot of healing collectively for humanity and individually. And yes, I love even my own abusers. I love everyone. I know people think that's silly, but it's not. It's, I don't know. My heart is pow, pow, pow. It's open, and I love you. But yeah, everyone's responsible for their own actions, reactions, healings, feelings. I love all of you. We've got this.